Welcome to the Sarah Finkelstein Show. Got a question for you. What would happen if the market tanked today and you just retired? It's a valid question because we all know that the market is very volatile. The market is very turbulent. It goes up and it goes down like a roller coaster. But when you're retiring and you're depending on your retirement nest egg to draw income from so you can maintain your lifestyle, what happens when you have huge losses right at retirement? Well, that's one of the topics that I cover in my book, Wisdom for Women. Discover the challenges you must overcome to live the life and retirement you deserve. On page 81, this is the very topic discussed on page 81. And as an example, I'll share with you the story of two different couples. Now, keep in mind, these two couples, both age 65, are retiring at the age of 65, and they both have $500,000 in their retirement nest egg. They both take out 4% a year, which is $20,000, but each year they get a little raise, what we call in Social Security a cost of living adjustment. And what happened to the first couple, I'd show it to you, but I don't think it'll come out very clear. So, however, if you want a copy of this, I'll be happy to email it to you. Just let me know. So the Hatfields ran out of money at the age of 89. Remember, they started with $500,000 and they took out $20,000 a year, adjusted for inflation, and they averaged 9% return on their retirement nest egg. With people living longer than ever before, and my own grandmother at the age of 99, isn't it quite possible that the Hatfields could live beyond age 89? What if they lived another 10 years, but they've exhausted their retirement nest egg? What happens then? If they're fortunate, maybe they have a very wealthy relative who happens to be generous. Or maybe their kids will chip in and cover mom and dad. But it's definitely not a place where we want to find ourselves, is it? The other couple, the McCoys, same $500,000, taking out the same amount, also averaging 9% return on their retirement nest egg. Yet they had a very different experience. At the age of 95, the McCoys still had well over $2.6 million. Now remember, they started out with the same amount of money, taking out the same amount each year, and averaging the same rate of return. How could this be? Oftentimes, when I bring this up in one of my workshops, some people will say, well, they were invested differently, or they had a different financial advisor. No, these two couples were both invested in the market. For example, the S&P 500. And the reason that one couple ran out of money at the age of 89 and the other couple had so much money left at the age of 95 is because of what the market can do. If you are close to or just planning to retire very, very soon, it's not the best time to take risks with your retirement nest egg, because we know the market goes up and the market goes down and the market gives and the market takes. But what happened to the Hatfields, that's the couple that ran out of money, is in the beginning of their retirement years, they had a drastic downturn. Could they control what the market does? No, none of us can control what the market does. None of us can predict exactly when the market will go down. We cannot predict exactly when the market will go up or by how much. So we need to be prudent and do the appropriate planning so we don't find ourselves in the position that the Hatfields found themselves in. Remember, both couples averaged 9% return, but during those years, there were some up years and there were some down years. Actually, there were more up years than down years. But for the Hatfields, that very first year, when the market went down right after they retired, hurt them immensely. So they started out with $500,000. They took out their 4%. The market went down almost 36% in the first year, and they ended up with 302,000, 302 after the first year. Now that's a drastic change from 500 to 302. Could they have done anything to avoid this? The answer is yes. Now, the McCoys were very fortunate because remember, they averaged 9%. They actually had the same returns. In other words, the negative 36% that the Hatfields experienced in the first year of retirement, the McCoys also experienced. The difference was that they experienced that in their latter years. So the point is that when you're getting ready to retire is not the best time to take extreme chances with your money that you're depending on for your livelihood in retirement. So think of it this way. They both got the same returns, just in a different order. The Hatfields, the couple who ran out of money, had the negative downturn in the beginning of their retirement, and that had a drastic impact on their retirement years. Whereas the McCoys had the negative downturn, as I said, towards the latter years, and that makes a huge difference. The difference between running out of money at 89 or having well over 2.6 million at the age of 95. So the moral of the story is, when you get ready to retire, or if you're already retired, may not be the best time to have all of your dollars at risk. When the market goes up, we all want to take advantage of it, don't we? We all want to benefit. But let's not forget that the market also goes down. And it seems like we've been on a bull run for years now, about 12 years, something like that. That's a very long bull run. The average bull run is about 7 or 8 years. So it makes you kind of think, are we going to have a downturn? Is it likely that we're going to have a downturn? And if so, how serious is it going to be? Remember 2008? We were all in the same boat. Even those that were well diversified still lost a lot of their nest egg. And the Save Money formula says that the older we are, the closer we are to retirement, the less risk and the less chances that we should take with our nest egg. So please take a look at your portfolios and make sure that you are protected, not only for yourself, but for your family as well. You can find more of the Sarah Finkelstein Show on iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, or you could even Google the Sarah Finkelstein Show. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, join us again.